To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep.
Why is it that we find this version of the to be or not to be speech comical? The answer? As humans, we do not think that animals' lives are as complex as ours, and when presented with such a scene that questions an animal's livelihood, we find it folly. As noted in the Elizabethan era, humans are stuck between the beasts of the world, animals such as Paws, Margo's cat, and the almighty and divine. Animals live simply without a care besides their innate instincts and needs, whereas the divine are all-knowing. Humans are stuck in between the two opposite ends of the spectrum, with the power to reason, and the struggles that follow with the allowance of such a free will. Shakespeare addresses this with the complex and dramatic plot of Hamlet. Hamlet's storyline focuses on three major events in life that can provide countless amounts of superfluous drama that humans, in particular, create and thrive off of.
Hamlet is a play that discusses the paranoia of the feeling that someone is always watching and judging you. Hamlet is being watched constantly by Polonius and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, and is judged by the whole kingdom. In this way, Shakespeare points out the ridiculous need we have to spy on others, which in turn causes us to feel paranoid. Today, in our society, spying has increased thanks to technology. Companies can watch your consumer habits.
Google is omnipresent on the web. They know your email address, your web history, your calendar, and more. But just how much of your web usage
Some
do
people
they know
even
about?
opt into being watched when they sign on to reality TV shows or when they sign up for social networking sites like Facebook. Spying is a large part of humans' complex nature, and you certainly won't see animals watching each other.
Much like society watches over us literally, they can also watch us and judge us figuratively. According to society, the values upheld by most cultures include monogamy and commonly shun promiscuity. The quote-unquote strumpets of today's world are looked down upon, where the men are encouraged to find as many women as possible. Because the divorce rate is 1 in 2 marriages, the value of monogamy is declining rapidly. However, we are not at the point where everyone belongs to everyone, as in Brave New World. We see it in movies such as Ghosts of Girlfriends Past, TV, Gossip Girl, Sister Wives, and commonly rap music. In Hamlet, Gertrude marries her late husband's brother, who also happens to be his murderer. The sparse amount of time between her husband's death and her remarriage is considered hasty by Hamlet, who later comments on his mother's sexuality, saying this: "Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an unseamed bed, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love over the nasty sty." This promiscuity of his mother weaves its way into the intricate web of drama that is prevalent all throughout Hamlet. Yet, this drama also happens to be universally true in this day and age.
A final major question Hamlet poses is, why are we so fascinated with death? The famous "to be or not to be" speech ponders the meaning of life and the fear we all have of what is to come afterward. Over the years, several theories have been created to give people a sense of purpose and the comfort that what comes after is in our control. In Shakespeare's culture, the common belief was that we'd go to heaven or hell. In other cultures, we are destined to be ghosts, be reincarnated, or just amount to nothing. This constant struggle to discover our purpose can often lead to great debates and distress, and make us wonder whether it is better to just be as animals do. Overall, most of us can agree that Shakespeare wrote Hamlet to open a discussion about how complex we make our lives. The tragic ending implies that our nature has room for simplification, and leaves us to continue to try and find a balance between the angels and the beasts.